a snooze. Might need to close the door.
Oh, we're live. Sorry, I forgot. Hi guys, welcome to OFR.
I figured after the 2-second warning we were.
I forgot as well. Holy crap! What am I doing? I don't even know what I just said. I hope I didn't say anything. Oh,
No,
man.
you were silent. The whole
I was
time.
like, I was thinking about some crazy stuff in my head, but I'm glad.
Season 3.
Oh wait, I don't even have it. Oh, okay, hang on. I don't even have it loaded. What am I doing? I'm behind today. Right, let's do a mic check.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Can you speak?
Yeah, I can speak. Can you speak?
Yeah, we're good. We've got 18 drivers in the lobby. We're just waiting for 2 more. So the good thing is, okay, let's just start this stream now. So, guys, we've got some info to tell you. You've got Dr. Robot and Havoc here. How you doing, Havoc?
Good, Robot. Very good.
Good. Let us know if you can't hear us, okay? Because my audio is a little bit low. I'm not sure if that's just me or something else. But anyway, we're starting the preseason race for Division 1. This is the main event this week, and we've already done D3 and D2. One new thing this season is we've got cross-division teams. So there's 2 drivers in each division, D1, D2, D3, and then they're all a part of one big team. And over these preseason races, like I said, we've done D3 and D2 already. The team with the most accumulated points gets to pick their car first. So whatever car they want, they get to go first. The second go second, the third go third, and so on. So we haven't done the results yet because we kind of want to wait until tomorrow so we got all of the results together. But this division, this race that is about to happen right now, this is going to determine what car these teams are going to be able to pick. So I'm just going to quickly go over the teams that we have. And let you know. So in Team 1, this is Team Vilsec. This is our team, mine and Havoc's team. Not being biased, guys. It's just first on the list in Discord. That's all. It's just Team 1. It's Team 1. No bias. We've got Lika, Vilsec, Robot, Havoc, Ash, and Astro. D3 had a pretty tough race yesterday. D2 had a better race, and let's hope D1 can have a good race today as well. In Team 2, IH33R. I'm not sure if that's I here or not. I don't know. But we've got Shorty, Scotty, F1 Driver 44. Alicade, Avi, and Garrett. And Avi's actually filling Shorty's spot in D1 today from D3. That's a D3 driver in D1 with no assist. Let's hope he's going to be okay. Team 3, we've got Scudiera 4. This is Show Crime Team Captain with AJ Gernman, Show Random Series, Fofo, and Law. Team 4, that was Team 3, sorry. Team 4, we've got Saints and Spinners. We've got Atomic and Anders, the team that is rival to Lika and Vilsec in D1 so bad they're going to need to keep it clean on track today. Lavsesh, Biwat, Proctor, and Ivendino. Then we've got the Great Disturbers, Team 5. We've got Super Bounty, Stinson, VR, Thomas, Tim, and Mickey Pass. And we've got Team 6, Penguin Racing. Pingu's the team captain there with Pitch Black, Fifi, Hash, Cam, and Enrique. In Team 7, the Silver 6, we've got Max, Tommy, Markov, Entir, Lex, and Jedi. In Team 8, we've got Simon, Izat, Bagpuss, Castle, Amit, and Wuza. Team 9, G-Force, we've got Mats, Honda, Liv, Emir, Fura, and Count Shakula. And finally, Team 10, Osforakonas, we've got Rubs, the MVP from last season. We've got YB and Steven. Both of these guys have moved up from D2 to D1. We've got Bob's Your Uncle, Nick Figgy, Yoto Yusu, Balhella, and Jay. This is the best lineup we have ever had, and it's all going to come down to this Division 1 race now to see who is going to win at the preseason tournament and get to choose their car first. So, after that big speech, Havoc, how do you think it's looking for D1 today?
Team 9, Robot. Just to go back a little bit, Mats and Liv in D1, awesome lineup. Amir, maybe a vacant. I don't know. They might find somebody. I mean, but Amir in D2, we've already seen his pace in D2.
Fast.
Wicked fast in D2. Yeah, very fast. And then Fur and Count Chocolate, That's a good team. I mean, it's a fairly new team. Mats is making his return back to D1. I mean, we love having you back, Mats. I loved racing with Mats. Mats is an awesome racer, very clean, always fast. Just that's a team to watch out for. That's a fairly new
100%.
team. Mats is coming back. Just a great team to watch out for. But yeah, a new season. We're ready to go. I'm
F1
excited.
2020.
I'm sure you're excited. F1 2020.
We made it.
We're in the, I mean, and all the divisions are full up. Yeah, I mean, we made the gradual transition into F1 2020 where, I mean, everybody's liking it. There are a few bugs to work out, of course, with any new game, but I think it's working out.
It is. It really is working out. And as you say, we have full divisions. But the most important thing this season with the cross divisions is that when drivers can't make it in Division 1 or Division 2, the drivers from the lower divisions can fill their spots for them. So all of the drivers are hopefully going to feel obliged to get as many points as possible each weekend, and that's why we're going to see a lot more full races. Now, yesterday in D3 we saw a 140 high, I believe it was, in a quali time. 80-minute quali it was. In D2 we saw a low 140, yourself of course taking P2 there in quali, great lap. And what are we going to see in D1? Because I've been hearing that people are putting in 137s, and I'm not sure if that's just time trial or whether that's a realistic qualifying time.
It is a time trial time. Stinson and Vilsek, two of the fastest guys in time trial. Vilsek having a little bit of a harder time in 2019 trying to convert time trial time to lobby time. Just having a little bit of a hard time there in 2019. I think he's going to turn it around here in 2020. Stinson putting in some fast times in time trial, and he can always transfer it to the lobby time, so those two definitely ones to look out for. But yeah, I think low 138s to begin with. It'll be shocking to me if we see a 137, definitely. So low 138s, 139s, I think that's where we're going to see the guys at today. Yeah,
so one thing to point out as well is that our champion of the world from Season 2, which we've just finished, isn't racing here today in the pre-season. I think it's a little bit too late for him because he is living in Singapore, and I think it's past midnight now. But that's going to free up some points for some of these other drivers here in this race today. I also want to just pick up on what you said about Stinson. He is one of the fastest drivers, and even so, I know the game is new, it's only a few weeks old, but he is in like the top 5, and in some places he's in the top spot in time trial for some of these tracks. That is the type of drivers we have. Now, just to remind you guys as well, 0 assists in both D1 and D2. They don't even have a racing line now. And all D3 users is just medium traction and racing line through the corners. Every other division, 0 assists. Now, we're riding on board with Show, who's just starting his hot lap. He's going to be the first guy. He is a D2 driver, and we're watching him in D1 now. He's just gone through turn 1. You need to be really careful with your ERS here, especially during the race when you can switch to overtake. It is obviously fixed through hot lap, through quali, so he should be okay. But he got a little bit scruffy through turn 2 there, but he managed to get on the throttle, and here he goes, DRS wide open going into turn 3, looking for the 100-meter ball for braking. He brakes a little bit after it. He hasn't gone deep though. He's managed to get that car rotated well. Show is on for a decent lap right now. Great to see a D2 driver in D1. He's just avoided the wall there, got a little bit hesitant on the steering, and he got a bit of understeer as well. But here he comes through this really tricky part of turn 5 and 6. You want to hug the wall at 5 as much as you can, and that will allow you to twist that car around through 6 to get early on the throttle and squirt it all the way down into this really strange braking zone here. You want to take as much of that curb as possible, but it's really, really easy to invalidate there, so you do need to be careful. Brake at the 50 as you go through the castle section. Oh, and he's lost his wing! He's hit the wall, he's hit the wall. What's the damage looking like?
They're not showing a good angle here, Robot. Here we go, the whole right side. The end plate, the winglets, the whole right side is gone.
Unlucky. That's how demanding this track is. Whilst it is a really fast track with really long straights, there are some parts of it that are so tight, so twisty, that you just need to be so careful. And we saw this yesterday. We saw 6 or 7 DNFs in D2. We saw 3 in D3. These guys need to be careful.
Tons. Just tons. And Castle's going to be that spot to watch out for, as like it's coming around the last braking section here. He's going to go through the S's. I think he has a purple sector too, and he's put in some time this week. Like, he's put in a lot of time this week. We'll have to see how it turns out when he crosses the line here. But I'm looking for a fast time. Maybe 139s from Leica here. Low 139, high 138s.
Oh, no, he's looking above 140. He's on a 140. Oh, that's not a great time. He's on the mediums. He's on the mediums. Ah, okay. That's why. Okay. That's why.
I can't imagine that like it would come out on the mediums. Very first shot. I mean, to me, if he was going to use the mediums, maybe we would see him on the sauce to begin with and then end up on the mediums. Santi puts in a 139.8.
Decent time by Santi there. That's a pretty decent time, but they can definitely go
Yeah.
faster. I'm just riding on board with Simon. That's S1 Fury right now. He's really enjoying this new F1 2020 game. He says he's got a lot more feel in the car. Let's see what lap time he can put in. So far, it's just a 1:41.3. That puts him in 4th place. He is on a soft tyre. I do expect that he can go faster, however.
So the tire strategy, Robot. I mean, it's just.
Well, it's a tricky one.
I think, it's a very. You're right. It's a tricky one. I mean, it's going to be softs or mediums. That track position just warrants you to put a qualifying time in on the softs, but then the tire strategy says go mediums all the way, all day long.
Yeah,
I mean, you did it yesterday.
Yeah, those medium tires, they last. They're good for about 13, 14 laps, but they can go to 16 or 17 if you want to. The softs, graining after 3 laps, falling off after 6, you do not want to go on them. Now, the hard tyre is obviously the other choice, but in D2, the only time we've seen the hard tyre, because D3 didn't use it, they just used soft medium, Amir, one of the fastest guys in D2, he was using that hard tyre in the middle stint. He went 10 laps and pitted for mediums. He did not like those tyres at all. So I think it's going to be a soft medium medium or a medium soft medium. If these guys do 2 soft stints, they're in trouble.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that puts you at a cumulative 12 laps, Robot. I mean, it gives you, I think, about 14 more to go on the mediums, which is stretching them out a lot. I can't see the guys doing it, but I mean, if something happens, we're looking at safety cars, virtual safety cars, a yellow flag, anything could ruin a 2 soft tire stint and just ruin your race.
Yeah. I'm just looking at a bit of problems with traffic right now, actually. I'm not sure if Santi Pingu accidentally held up Rubbs there. I don't think he did. I don't think Rubbs was on a hot lap, but he had to move right off the racing line, slow down, and let the other Ferrari pass, which is YBN Steven, his future teammate and previous D2 winner last season in Formula 1 here at OFR. So it's going to be great to see how YBN Steven performs against these top guys in D1 right now. But we're still looking at it's Honda. Honda's put in a 1:39.7 fastest lap on. Let's have a look what tyres he's done it on. He's done it on the softs. Now, Honda joined 3 or 4 days ago. He joined us for the special event in the preseason where he came I think he went to the semi-finals in the tournament. He has to go in D1. We've given him a reserve position and he's put in a very good lap so far. Maybe one of the new guys who we need to look out for.
Yeah, definitely one of those guys to look out for. Scotty and Shorty, your rookies from last season that took constructors, I believe, or they were P2. Yeah. Just fast rookies. I mean, they're definitely into their next season, which they've gained the experience. They've been racing with the other guys. I want to see what Vilsek does as he crosses the line here. He's had a good lap. I don't see any purple, but he's going to cross the line here. Let's see what he does. He goes pole, 1:38.9.
There we go. Like you said that. Him and Stinson have the fastest TT times around here, and he's just shown that there. Almost a second. That's 8/10 quicker. Good job, Vilsek. Very good job.
And Stinson's actually on his hot lap as well. We'll have to keep an eye on him. But just to go back to what I was saying, just Honda's just, he's going to be the rookie this season. Scotty and Shorty, they know how everybody races. That's the hard part of coming into these F1 leagues, is knowing how everyone else races. It's not just how fast you are, but how fast you are with all the other drivers in the league.
Correct. He said that there was a space available for Honda in D2. Sorry, I can't speak. But we decided against it, put him in a reserve spot, and I'm glad we did it because he would have absolutely thrashed all of those D2 drivers yesterday with that time. I think
so.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so I'm just riding on board with Stinson right now. I think he's still on the medium tyre, and as he said before the start of this race, he will do the opposite strategy to all of the other guys. Now, I'm not sure what that means exactly, because I don't think anyone has a fixed strategy yet. But if he's starting on the mediums, we might see that medium soft medium from Stinson here, or medium soft. But one thing we haven't spoke about yet, safety car. We saw 3 yesterday in D2. We saw a VSC in D3. When do you think it's going to come out in D1?
I think fairly early. I mean, the beginning of the lap, the beginning of the race, everybody's bunched up. Nobody can get stretched out the right way. You want that room, especially in Sector 2 where you're coming up to Castle and the S's in the back straight. You want that room to kind of give yourself your own braking points, your own line. So being bunched up just makes everybody kind of just get into that little bit of a frenzy, and they can't get their lines and they can't get their braking points. Stinson doesn't really improve there on the mediums with the 141.2. We'll have to see what he does.
I'm not sure if he's starting his hot lap now, actually, because I think he just did one warm-up lap, because these mediums do take a little bit longer to get the heat into them. He might be doing that. And it does look like he is on a hot lap right now. He's locked up as he's going through turn 3, but he's managed to keep it out of the wall into turn 4. Brakes just after his wing passes that 50-meter board. And he's looking like he is on a hot lap right now. Since he is...
That's smart!
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you can see everyone else has already put their times in on the softs. They're not going to be able to beat that time with a medium. So Stinson has already split that strategy, and he's going to be the underdog here. Ooh, as we see a car spun out of... who was that out of turn 7? Not sure who it was. It's a Red Bull. Is it Maximus?
It's Maximus.
Let's quickly jump to him and see.
It is. It's Maximus.
Oh, yeah, and as soon as you spin on this track, because we are using clear weather to make sure everyone has an equal chance of getting points across the divisions, these mediums and the softs overheat so quickly when you spin, and you can see now he's taking it so easy to try and reduce that temperature of the tires.
Yeah, you've got to turn it down. I want to say Lika was a bit held up from the spin there from Max. I mean, he has turned the ERS down, so he's not on a hot lap. I want to say Maximus was a little bit in the way when he spun around. I don't think there was anything he could do. It was just, just how the cards laid.
And Stinson is just opened up his DRS and he's crossed the line with a what? He did go faster. He set a 1:40.1 on mediums. That is quicker than the fastest time by Amir yesterday in D2 on the soft tire. Look at him go.
It's a fast time. And then just to go back on him doing the opposite strategy of anyone else, I think what he's going to do here, he's got the medium time in. If he likes it, he can stay in the pits. Don't come out. If he feels like he wants to come out and do something else, he could probably come out on the softs and bust the time in real quick. But I think he's in that position, P6, where he could kind of keep up with the other guys. We saw it yesterday. The medium tires are capable of keeping up with the soft runners.
Yeah, and whilst Stinson is, I think it's fair to say he's possibly the fastest driver that we had racing today. We're not sure where he's at and AJ fit in. And I think he's just edging Vilsack a little bit. He is also one of the fastest race drivers as well. So when you actually get into the race, you have the full fuel. Oh, well, German's just lost his wing as he hits the wall at turn 16 there. Anyway, Stinson has the fastest race pace, and we've even seen him on the unoptimal tyre strategy pull away so much that he can actually put on the faster tyre at the end of the race and get that fastest lap. That's how quick he is. And he always seems to keep himself out of trouble. I've only seen him make 2 major mistakes, I suppose. One in Japan and one in Mexico, I think. Other than that, super clean driver. And I think he has done the right thing starting on the alternate tyre today. And
the Mexico thing, I mean, he had P1 in the bag. Yeah, I mean, Carter was P2.
Yeah,
Carter was trying to chase him down. I don't think he was going to do it. And just a spin in Mexico for Stinson there, just a mistake. I mean, that's just it shows how much these guys have to be on all the time. They've got to have it in their head, and they've got to be in the right mindset all the time when they're going around every lap. I mean, they got 26 laps today, and it's not an easy track. You've got to be on point every lap of the race at every sector and every turn.
Absolutely. Right, so we've got 5 minutes left. We're going to see, there's a lot of drivers in the pits right now. As you can see, they'll probably be coming out at around 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes if they want to set that final lap on the hottest bit of tarmac they possibly can with enough rubber laid down on it. We're still looking at Vilsack in P1 with a 1:38.9, followed by Santi with a pretty decent lap actually with a 1:39.4 on that soft, but I know he can go faster, and I expect him to go faster as well. Avi is the D3 driver. Let's not forget that, and he's currently in P9 against some of these D1 drivers. I think we need to promote him possibly, depending on what his race performance is like. Let's not forget he's using 0 assists, and he's putting in some pretty decent times.
He's got some pace. I mean, he's definitely got some pace. I think he's on
he's on a hot lap. He's
on a hot lap. I think he's just started a hot lap.
Right, let's stick with him and see how he goes. So, here he comes, round turn 1. He was nice and clean through there. He probably could have got a little bit earlier on that throttle, but he's turning into turn 2. Now Max is retired. Can you see a Red Bull off track? Oh, there's a Ferrari and a Red Bull off track. After the castle
I believe
section.
It's Steven. I believe it's YB and Steven.
Oh, they're both out. I doubt there's going to be a red flag. I don't think they've implemented that in this game, but
Here comes Tommy. They're going to be in Castle. They're at the end of Castle.
I can't see. Oh, there's Tommy. Let's have a look.
Here they go around. Yeah.
Damn. Right, I'm going to jump back to Abby right now, though. He's just coming up to turn 5 and 6. He's a solid driver. I really didn't think he was. Oh, he's got a little bit of oversteer. He's coming out of sticks, but he's managed to correct it. I really think he could be at least D2, if not D1.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he does here. I mean, I think the pole time for D2 yesterday was a 140.3, maybe? Somewhere in there.
Yeah,
so we'll have to see how he does. I mean, we'll definitely have to see how he does in the race with traffic, so that's a whole different ball game. Yeah, I mean, the guys can be super quick, but then some guys we've seen in traffic just do horrible, and they don't race well with others, so we'll have to see how he gets along in the race as well. It's just not you can't look at somebody's lap time and go, okay, they're fast. We'll have to see how he races with everyone.
Yep, that's entirely correct. They need to be clean, first and foremost, in D1. Main objective, keep it clean, keep it professional on track. Then comes the hard racing. Most of the guys do, if not all of them. Avi's just coming through the DRS zone now. He's opened it up. He's got his rear wing wide open, and he crosses the line with it's going to be a 140.8. That's a decent time. That is a D2 pace time on those soft tyres.
That's not bad. I mean, that's not bad at all for a D3 guy to come in here with no assist, no traction control, no racing line, and put in a 140 like that. That's a very respectable time.
It really is. Right, I'm going to jump down to Tommy right now. I really want to know what happens between YBN and Maximus there. Tommy's just coming through the castle section now. You can take that in fourth gear. I've seen some drivers dive into there at about 80 miles an hour in fourth gear, and they retain fourth the entire way through, but most drivers either do it in third or second sometimes if you need a little bit more rotation there. One of the corners that you need to watch out for is turn 15 that they're coming up to now. You can cut this corner pretty much the whole thing because it's such an acute corner that if you do cut it, there will always be at least one tyre on the track because it's so tight. But if you're following someone, you need to be really careful because you would lose downforce and you could just go straight into the wall once the car gets upset over that corner. But you do need to be careful. But riding on board with Tommy now, he is on a hot lap. He's used up only around 50% of his ERS. I wonder how it is deployed in this new game because I think he should be using more than that. As he crosses the line, as Vilsec retires in the pits, I believe.
He did improve. Vilsec did improve. He went
to
138.3.
Vilsec's gone off. He's off.
Oh, has he?
I think so, yeah. Let me see if I can find him. I think he's off. In turn... Where is it? In turn 7, I think? It's disappeared now, but I think he crashed out. Let's see if anyone can beat his time then. He's only got 1 minute left. Wow, I'm surprised we missed that.
Now, Liv is going 139.1, which is a fast time. I mean, it's a super fast time, but I think the only one that could have touched Vilsec today was Stinson, and I think Stinson's locked out. Yeah, he's retired. He's going to lock out and stay on the mediums. I don't think anybody's got anything for Vilsec.
I don't think so. So let's just... Santi's one of the drivers that could challenge them. Santi is on his... Oh, he's on his outlap. He's got 30 seconds to make it across the line. He will make it. I think you only need 15 when you come across that final braking zone there. Let's see what Santi can do. Liv is also on a in-lap. He's invalidated, so Liv's done. Santi is starting his hot lap. We'll ride on board with Santi then and see how he gets on. Right, so you want to brake just at the 100 meter board as he does. He turns in, takes a nice amount of curb on the inside to help his car get rotated, and he's already squirting full throttle as he goes down into turn 2 here. Brakes really late at about 60 meters, possibly even 55. Still manages to get that car turned around. He's on a whopper of a lap right now, and you can see he's got his DRS wide open. You want to look for that 100 meter board when you come up to turn 3. Don't take that inside curb. It is very dangerous as he takes it a little bit there, but not too much. That's okay. Brake it just before the 50 meter board there. He turns in nice. He had a little bit of a lock up there. That's going to affect him as he's going round this left-hander here because it's going to be overheated slightly, but he's doing okay so far. He's not kept it hugged in, but he is again early on that throttle as he comes out of turn 6. He's on a decent lap right now. I didn't check his sector one time, but he's still going for it. He still thinks he can do it. He's nice and fast through theirs as well. Cuts the corner exactly as he would want to, and there we go. He stays in third gear all the way round. Pushes the car wide slightly. He could have gone a little bit tighter then, but he's still on a pretty decent lap. Has he invalidated? No, he is still going for it. We're going to see his sector 2 time very shortly. Is he going to improve his sector 2? He comes across the line now, and... oh no, the sector 2 line's down here, beg your pardon. He gets through 15 okay. Oh no, he's down. He's 2/10 down on his time. He still hasn't invalidated even though he went wide and didn't lift. This game is very forgiving around here. Is he going to be able to do it? I just
This is
don't
going to be
know.
where it's at, Robot. When he crosses the DRS line, he wants to be somewhere around the 133, 134 on his lap time. He's a 133. It's going to be close.
He's coming in. He's abandoned it. I think he knew he wouldn't be able to improve that. So it's Vilsek taking it, Liv second, and Santi third. I really expected them to get below the 138s, but it just shows you the difference between TT and quali pace.
It does. I mean, it's huge, right? I mean, they're about a second off on their TT times right now, which is still not bad. I mean, I think in 2019 we were about a second and a half, 2 seconds off. But Vilsek, what a turnaround from 2019. I mean, Ferrari just had a horrible season in 2019, and for him to put in a pole time and come out and do a P1 on preseason, just and Lika as well, his teammate in P6, the guys have just got to turn it around this season.
Yep, they really do. They had so much bad luck, like you say, last season, and hopefully they can improve. Ones to look out for. We've got Simon pairing up with Izat this season, actually. Shame we don't get to see Izat in the preseason race today, but that will be an interesting team to look out for. I still think Stinson and his teammate... I can't remember who his teammate is now. I'm losing my mind here. Let me quickly jump back. Anyway, Stinson's team are going to be one to look out for too. But Rubs and YBN, these are the MVP and the D2 winner have moved up to D1. Once they start getting some more practicing throughout the week, I think they're going to be at least the top 5 team here. That's going to be great to see too.
Yeah, I agree. So Stinson's got Super Bounty this season as a teammate.
Yes, of course.
I think it's good for Super Bounty to be a part of that team. Anybody that's a part of that team. I mean, VR, Tomas, Tim, Mika, those guys are going to learn a ton this season, and you've got to take it all in. I mean, Stinson's one of those guys, just like Lika. Yeah, Lika's just the flagship for OFR and helps all the guys out all the time. Never says no. If you ever need advice, you can always go to him. Stinson is starting to become one of those guys. Yeah, he's
sure.
teaching stuff. He's putting videos out. To be a part of that team this season, I would not be surprised to see Super Bounty go a consistent P10, maybe even P5 at the end of the season, just from learning things from Stinson and picking up on little things that he does.
Absolutely. Stinson, so both Stinson and Lika are both offered to do this whole driving school thing. Stinson always sets these track guides and things that he shares with everyone in the public OFR channels and our Discord. Really great guy, and he's really helping us to develop this league through its entirety. We're even using some of the stuff he says throughout the GTS division and stuff like that as well. He's a really important part of OFR, both him and Lika. Great to see. Want to also give a shout out to Pingu, that's Santu Rekka, as you can see him here. He handles the management of all of the new guys, all of the announcements, all of the sign-ups and everything like that. He's been working super hard. I think he registered over 40 different drivers last season alone.
He's a workhorse.
Heart and soul of OFR. Good job, Santu.
Yeah, definite workhorse.
And and let's not forget Stinson. We all hate Stinson, obviously, because he took that win away from Santi in Brazil. That is why their team is called the Great Disturbers. That was Santi's proudest moment, and I think it was 3/10 because of his penalty. 0.3 of a second. That's all he had. And
yeah, it's one of those learning situations, though. Yeah, Santi's going to look back on that, and it's something that he'll be able to carry forward. You know, you've got that lead. You've got to check on the guys behind you when you're in P1. Just so many things to worry about. Just because you're in P1 doesn't mean that, you know, you've got the race in the bag. Tons of different variables come in, and it goes for anybody in the top 3. Just that you have to know what's going on in your surroundings. Some of these teams run an engineer. They do have a third guy in the party that are explaining stuff and giving them heads up on things, giving them lap times.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot don't. So the ones that don't, you've got to have that knowledge, and you've got to have that surrounding. I can't find the word for it, but you've got to be able to know your surroundings and know what's going on in the race.
Yeah, you're right. Right, so I think we're going to get the ready up notification now. They've had about a minute. So Stinson, I know you're watching. Oh yeah, just to point out, Stinson just said P1 by 0.3 is still P1. Just to rub salt in the wound, to Sadio. But yeah, we have readied up and we are ready to go. So we're going to be doing 26 laps around here. It's going to be a dry race, but it is going to be an interesting one. We have D1, D2, and D3 all racing here today. We have an 18 driver lineup. This is all for that top pick. What do you think the go-to car is going to be? I think it's the McLaren. I think most drivers are going to want to choose the McLaren.
It's always up there, isn't it, Robot?
Always,
the McLaren's
always.
always up there. D2, I think it was the first pick for D2 last season. The Mercedes, not a lot of guys went for in previous game versions, but I think in 2020, there's a little bit of a fight for the Mercedes, as I think we're hearing talks of a new livery coming out for the Merc, as they're going to come out with an all black. They're going to come out with a blackout, and that livery is just going to be an amazing car to look at and drive.
Yeah, pretty decent job by Mercedes there to bring out that livery so late into the game. Shame Codemasters couldn't do the update before they released the game, but it would be great if we got to see an update in the liveries before.
Exactly. So the only other thing, I mean, as the guys are going around here on their warm-up or their formation lap, tire temps, Robot. So difficult in 2020.
Yeah.
It's a whole different ball game in 2020, yeah?
It really is. We saw yesterday under those 3 safety cars that if you got the mediums on, heating up those tires, it is difficult to get them above 72 degrees. That's what we saw yesterday. The softs a little easier, but still, as soon as you slow the pace down here and you go through these corners slowly, they lose like, I don't know, like 3 degrees a corner until they get to like 65. Then after that, it's this constant battle of trying to heat them up. And then because the straight at the end is so long after the safety car as well, if there is a safety car, the drivers are basically waiting until they get to the start line because they need to put the heat into those tires, and it's a tricky one. It really is a tricky one. But
yeah, they had to fight for it. I mean, I think we saw it in D2. I don't know what's happened to Stinson. Oh, okay, so Stinson and Tommy a little bit of a touch. They're gonna go to the line, and I'm sure their tires are nowhere near warm enough as they're gonna go to the line and be pushed to the start.
Oh, no.
I mean, we saw it yesterday. The guys fighting for heat in their tires as we see the predicted pit stop strategy here. I mean, we're going to see the softs go 7 to 8, maybe hards. I don't think we're going to see the hard strategy. We're going to see a 2-stop. But here we are at Baku, 20 turns of excitement here, Robot, as they come up down the front stretch. One of the newest circuits, one of the newest street circuits to be added to the F1 calendar. I think the first Grand Prix was in 2016, 2017. I like it. I mean, it's one of those circuits that keeps everyone on their feet. Super long straightaway. We're going to see a lot of stuff happen today. I mean, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get the season underway.
It's going to be a great one. It really is. So we're just waiting for the drivers to line up now. Vilsek has got his tyres to 85 and 90 degrees, it says here, so he's done a pretty good job heating those up. Let's hope they don't cool down too much as he's waiting on the grid here, but I'm surprised he got them heated so much. That's pretty impressive.
Maybe the pace, he got around pretty quick, yeah?
Yeah, he did. He wasn't waiting too long though, but we just saw a quick graphic there as well to say that the pit stop strategy is going to be a 2-stop ideal, hopefully, but we're racing and now we're just waiting for the lights to turn on. I'm going to ride on board with let's ride on board with Santi just to see how the top 2 get away. We're just waiting for the lights now. There is a bit of a glitch, so there will be a delay after the lights go out, so bear with us, guys. We're still waiting. Is everyone not lined up yet?
It looks like everyone's lined up.
Oh, is this oh, here we go. There we go. That's 3, 4, 5 lights. And we are away. Oh, they went out pretty quickly there, and Vilsek got a huge amount of wheel spin. The smoke was spinning up, but he's actually got away pretty decent. Liver's got away okay as well. Ooh, as we see a dive bomb from, is that Leaker? I'm not sure who that was. I think it might have been Leaker. There's a big incident, carbon fiber everywhere. We've got a virtual safety car. Scotty and Stinson both pick up a 5-second penalty, and a lot of these drivers are going to have to pit now as well. There was carbon fiber almost everywhere.
Broken wings all over the place, Robot.
Ooh, that does not look good. It was one of the McLarens made a little bit of a dive bomb. I don't think it was Santu. Oh, no, it's not Santu. Who's the other McLaren? Is it Simon? It's Simon. Let's see if he has any damage. He's right at the back, though, so I don't think it was him. Oh, Stinson's just got...
Leaker's in the other McLaren.
Yeah, I think it was. Stinson's just picked up a penalty for ignoring yellow flags. He's overtaken someone and not given it back. What is going on? What a horrible start to the race. It also says we're on lap 2 for some weird reason.
He's in for the Leica. I mean, if that was the move, Leak is going to have to come in. He's missing almost the whole front right of the wing, I believe.
Oh, this isn't good. Let's just have a look at Stinson's card. We're not getting great camera angles. Stinson's got an end plate missing. We're getting a graphic now again. It's saying that the predicted strategy is to go one stop hards at lap 12 or a medium soft at lap 9. That's a pretty interesting strategy.
A lot of broken wings out there, Robot. I'm waiting to see them come around. I mean, the race is back underway. Here comes Showcrime on Leica. Showcrime trying to make a move on Leica here. I want to see. Okay, I mean, his wing is fine. There's a lot of guys that are going to have to come in here.
Showcrime's gone down the inside of Leica as they get up to turn 16 here, and he's got him. He's gone slightly wide, but he's got him. Is Leica's wing that damaged? Oh, he's got two winglets
as well. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to have to pit. Honda's just got ahead of him as well. Honda's now about to make a move on Showcrime. Let's ride on board with these guys. He's so close behind. He's got a huge toe. He's snuck back in behind to just take advantage of that again, and he's now moved to the left-hand side. If he can outbrake Show, he's got him here. They're going side by side. It's almost a drag race to get to that 100-meter board and slam on the brakes. He does it a little bit early, and he's got the overtake done. That's Honda in second place. Brand new driver. Great race start here. We've got Atomic, we've got Leica, we've got Scotty, and Santu. Oh, the hearts are breaking in the pits right now. Show has hit the wall at turn 2. Again, not getting great camera angles, but I want to see if he's got damage on his wing. Is there anything going on a bit further behind?
No, Robot, I was trying to keep an eye on Vilsec. He's showing in P6 right now, but I think he is P1 still. He's taking off. I mean, he's going through turn 5, 6 right now, and here comes the rest of the field following in, but it's some kind of glitch that's going on that's got Vilsec in P5. It's moving him up now. I don't know what's going on with the time board.
It usually takes about 2 or 3 laps to correct itself. It's currently showing that the Haas is in first place. Let me just jump to Vilsec quickly. Yeah, he is in first place. It's just glitched. It's just glitched. So I'm going to quickly jump down to it's all kicking off here. Liv is. Oh no, yeah, all the timing screens are glitched now. I don't even have accurate times. I'll ride on board with the battle for P7 right now, and that's between Rubs, Fury, YBN, and Maximus. Great little battle going on. A big train, and Maximus's predicted pit stop strategy is to stay on the hards. Even the graphics for the pit stop strategy is bugged. It's saying that Max is currently on the hards. This is weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. The one thing I do want to point out, Robot Santi, the loser of the beginning of the race there, is he drops down 14 positions. Scotty as well with 11 positions lost. Santi's got a lot of time to make up, but all he's got to do is keep his head down. It's one of those tracks where as long as you keep your head down, put solid, consistent laps in, you can make it back into the points.
Absolutely. We're seeing Vilsec. I think the timing screen has fixed itself now. Vilsec's got an almost 10-second lead as we're watching Maximus overtake YBN in the Ferrari to claim that 8th place. We know these drivers need as many points as they possibly can, but YBN outbreaks himself almost, goes wide. There's a little bit of contact between these two. The Red Bull and the Ferrari are going at it here. YBN comes out on top, and now Max is getting challenged from S1 Fury behind in that McLaren. Max is struggling here. He doesn't look like he's got any wing damage, but Max was getting pressure from 2 drivers there.
He's trying to find his spot in here. I mean, at the same time, he's got pace. He wants to go, Robot. He wants to take off. As he makes the move on the inside, he's going to go around YBN. YBN is still there. They're coming down to turn 4. YBN's going to have the inside as they come in. Max is going to brake a little bit. And YBN's going to have it done. Max is going to have to tuck in. There's no other place to pass here in Sector 2.
That's right. Now, Rubs has pulled away in P6. Did not expect that from Rubs. Well done. Keep that up, MVP. I also want to point out in the chat as well, we've got a lot of hearts broken for Santu, all the way down in 16th place right now. He's lost 13 positions. He started in 3rd.
Oh no, Max is around! YBN Stevens collected in right before Cat, so here comes Max. They
he's reversed!
And somebody else is collected, I think it's Liv!
Oh no, Max has got a penalty for that collision. He reversed in an unsafe place, I think. He needed to just stay stationary. But it's all kicking off. Lap 3, and we already have... You know, there's 7 drivers who have lost at least 5 positions right now. Think about that. Oh, Leica's just hit the wall! Oh, no! I just got a perfect view of that from YBN Stevens' car. I think Leica's got damage now.
And YBN's hit the wall again!
Oh, no. There's so much carbon fiber on the track right now. In normal circumstances...
He's going to have to pit for another wing!
Yeah, he's lost winglets and he's lost an end plate again. And now look at Atomic behind him. Atomic's about to scoop him up. Atomic's moved up to 14th place now.
Yeah, Atomic came down 4. I mean, he's making his way back up, and Leica hit the wall again.
He's going to pit. He needs to come into the pit, cool his tyres down, cool his head down, and get back out on track. It looks like he's not staying out. Surely not.
Maximus is coming in. Maximus has got a lot of damage. I mean, he picked it up. Now, look at this. Steven bypasses him in the pits right at the line. I didn't see Steven pick up a penalty for it. Max slowed down. They both entered the pits at the same time. We'll have to see how they get out. Steven's out.
Yeah, Steven's out.
Max is still in.
No, Fury's retired! No!
Oh, no!
What happened? Oh, he's come off on the entry into turn 5? No, turn 4. Oh, no, Simon's out. His car's just backwards. He's not even lost the wheel. What's going on?
I'm not sure.
Oh no, I think he has. I think he's lost the wheel. We've got a safety car. We have a safety car.
Yeah, it's stuck. I can't get the front view of the car.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but I think his front left wheel is at a weird angle. We've got a lot of people saying that this is the messiest division. Well, so far it is. Yeah.
Yeah. What a lifesaver though for the guys who pitted. Maximus, Lika, Steven. A lifesaver for those guys as they came in. They went on the hards. I mean, it sucks they went on the hards because they're going to be able to climb up to the safety car now.
Yeah, and Vilsek's 13-second lead. He's into the pits now. His 13-second lead is just going to diminish. Let's see if Honda's going to come into the pits as well. He is positioning his car to the left. He is coming in, so that's going to help Vilsek keep his first place. Showcrime is
Vilsek's
also
out.
Yeah,
Showcrime is Showcrime coming in.
Oh, okay. Announcement: Showcrime in P3. Oh, bravo! How did that? Well done, my friend. Well done. Keep that consistency up. Avi has decided to stay out. Let's see what tires these guys are on.
Vilsex went on to the mediums. Avi
Avi
must have caught the pit at the beginning of the safety car.
I think maybe. Avi's come out in second place and Rubs in third now.
In third.
Fresh medium tires as well. MVP has done a decent job to start this season off well.
What is Honda doing here, Robot? Honda's come out on the hards.
No, that was a mistake. I think that was a mistake. I know. I mean, we know from these last two races that these hard tires do not switch on. He's going to have to pit again. I mean,
they're not going to heat up on the safety car laps. They're not going to. I mean, it's going to take another 2 or 3 laps after that. He could lose anywhere from 3 to 4 positions from. I mean, there are other guys though that are on the hards. I mean, Stinson's on the hards, Tommy's on the hards, Atomic's on the hards, and Liv is on the hards. So maybe not such a bad move from these guys. They could be hoping for another safety car later on in the race.
That's true. Now, one thing to also point out, though, is that in yesterday's race, the track temperature was 33 degrees. Here, it's 35 degrees with a 28-degree air temperature. So they've already got a warmer track. Could that help those hards heat up, or is that not enough?
I think so. I think it's a little bit of enough to warm the tires up just a bit. Not as much as, we would hope that it would. I mean, we would like to see maybe a 5-degree difference in the track temp to get the tires a little bit hotter, but it's definitely a different 2 degrees can make a difference in the tire temps. The guys are just going to have to watch out for it.
And one more thing, everyone who had a penalty at the start of this race, we saw loads of people get penalties, they've all served them now. No one on the grid currently has any time-second penalties.
Clean slate.
Yep, this whole race is now going to restart. That's going to help out some of the guys at the back, like YBN, Lika, Santi, all those guys that lost wings, Max included, and it's going to neutralize this race and restart. So if they can keep it clean, which they probably will do, because they're doing a rolling start as opposed to a grid start, they should be cleaner into turn 1 once the safety car comes in. Now, when is the
safety... who I want to watch, Robot.
Yeah, I mean, he had a 13-second advantage. He was on for a phenomenal race.
And he's still up there. He's keeping up with the safety car. Avi, the D3 reserve, is a little bit further behind. Avi's going to have to keep a little close here to not let Vilsek get away. I mean, but as we saw yesterday, the safety car's been doing some extra laps here.
So I think... I mean, even when the cars were all bunched up yesterday, there was still an extra lap of the safety car, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So, are we thinking lap 8? Surely not. Maybe. It could be lap 8, because look how far that Ferrari is behind. YBN's not even caught up yet. He's not even crossed the line.
Yeah, he's nowhere close.
This is going to be interesting. Oh, we've got word from Simon. He had an issue with his wheel. Every time it turned left, it brought up the questions from Jeff. I've heard about that bug. Some other people have actually reported that on Codemasters. That is very unfortunate, Simon. I hope you're watching the stream, and remember, this is only pre-season. We do have an entire 10-race season ahead of it, so hopefully you can keep that morale up. We're all rooting for you there, Simon.
So Steven's going to catch him in turn 4. We'll have to see if it comes in. I don't think it's going to come in after yesterday. Once the field got caught up, I think the safety car did an extra lap. We'll have to see how they get on, though. I mean, the only other thing I can see is that all the soft tires are gone. We're running mediums and hards.
A lot of people on the hard.
Whole different ball game. Yeah, tons of people on the hards. We're in a whole different ball game. The guys are trying to play position here, maybe gain a little position for another safety car, and then once that safety car comes in, then go in for the pits. Maybe go on to the mediums for the rest of the race. I don't know.
This is going to be a tricky one. Now, Vilsek... So this is actually similar to what happened yesterday. The safety car came out on lap 7, actually. And those that started on the mediums went back onto the mediums again. And then they did the soft in the final stint. So now Vilsek has done 1 soft, 1 medium. Safety car in this lap. The restart's coming. Okay, let's keep an eye. We'll ride on board with Rubs because he'll have the best view of the top 2 to see how Vilsek gets away and if Avi can challenge him into turn 1 or not. It is actually the optimal thing here is to actually wait a bit longer. Just like Verstappen did in Brazil. You don't want to give these guys a massive tow up into turn 1. But doing that, it kind of catches a lot of people off guard and you might see some collisions. Let's hope everyone can keep it clean, and let's hope that everyone in the top 3 can be close enough to battle each other into turn 1 without causing any damage. It's been a hectic start to the race.
Here he goes, he's gone!
He's gone. Good job. He caught them off guard there. He actually accelerated whilst they were all still swerving, and Avi's still swerving left and right.
Avi's still swerving!
Is that another safety car? We've still got the safety car. Oh, it's in now. It's gone. It's gone. So, Vilsek gets away. He's about a second ahead of Avi. And it's pretty clean. Oh, we've got VR dropping down from Tommy. I'm not sure if VR's got damage.
He does. Like he's got a right end plate missing now.
He has. Oh, no!
Oh, no! Big spin! It's Honda!
Oh, no. Big traffic jam. Cars are ghosting through each other right now. This is absolutely crazy. What is happening?
And it's because he reset the track there, Robot. I think Honda reset.
Oh, no. We'll have to keep an eye on that. What lap was it? It was lap 7.
Lap 7. Beginning of the lap. The guys are just not tucking in, and VR hits the wall again.
Cold tires.
No, VR hits it left end plate.
Oh, that means he's lost both of his end plates then.
It's got to be cold tires.
Vilsek's VR's got no end plates on either side. He's still got all of his winglets.
And Gurman's missing them?
What is going on? What is going on?
Now, Leak is still good. Maximus is still good. I think they've learned their lesson. VR is going to have a horrible time trying to get back around to the pits. Leak is going to catch him. Yeah, he has. Gurnman's missing them. Honda's going to have to come in.
Leak is just overtaking
Actually, Robot, it doesn't look like Honda's got any damage.
Was it? If it wasn't Honda, it was... Who's the other Red Bull? Is it Stinson? Or
Maximus.
Is it Maximus?
But it wasn't Maximus, it was Honda. It was definitely Honda.
Interesting. This is all kicking off. This is really strange. No one still has a penalty. The penalties are absolutely
And he's
clear.
making a move on Liv right now.
He's not got him. Liv's just... I don't know how Liv's got that speed. He must be using his overtake.
Yeah, he's down to 70 now, and I think he just turned it back off.
Yeah.
But Liv is missing an end plate as well, so they're both... I don't know how Liv did it. He's missing an end plate, and he held Honda off.
I'm really confused with what's going on here, because if he did okay, maybe he managed to avoid all of the carnage by resetting the track, and that's whose car ghosted. It must have been him. That's why he managed to avoid all of the carnage.
That's what it is, yeah. I mean, without resetting the track, he would have definitely had some wing damage there. Because the guys were coming through turn 2, and there was no way he would have got through it. Now, Vilsek is pulling away. He's got the gap almost back to 4 seconds now.
Yeah. He's in for a good race. We got a little bit of contact against the wall with Santi just before the castle section. I don't think he's got any damage there. I think it was just a little bit of a kiss from one of his wheels into the wall there. But he's trying to push for Atomic. I'm really impressed by Showchrome right now. He is keeping some of the fastest D1 drivers behind him on a restart with the medium tyre. That Vilsek left. Oh no! He's got network issues. I'm quickly just going to send him an invite. I'll do this for everyone before anyone says it's biased. La di da di da.
Vincent's on the hards as well. Show Crime still holding Atomic off. Here comes Atomic to make a move, going down the front stretch. They're coming down in turn one. Atomic's got the overtake on.
He's definitely got him here. He's going to be able to outbreak him and retain that inside line. Show's outbroken him though, and they're side by side as they go through turn one. Show's got him. Show's got him.
Hold him.
Now Atomic's got the inside here. That is the ideal position. Oh, he's broke early. He's let Show go. Show's got locked up massively. Atomic's going to get a huge toe, but he's got oversteer. Atomic's lost the rear.
He's got Santee coming on him now.
What is going on with
Atomic?
Atomic?
And Santee's gotten it.
He just gave those positions up.
He did.
He lifted. What's Atomic doing? He's not got damage on his wing or anything. Oh, Santee gets a bit choppy as he comes out of turn 4. They're just coming through 5 and 6 now.
Now the pack is caught up. Oh no, Rubs has been tapped. I think he's gone around. No, he hasn't gone around, but he did get tapped from behind. The guys in 3, 4, and 5, they're all bunched up right behind Vilsec. Avi's gotten through.
Vilsec's got control of his car again. And the intervals just disappeared again. I've got no hood. The interval times are just gone. A bug if I ever saw one.
Now to me, he's about 4 seconds behind Avi, if it's correct, which looks about right as he comes down into the last turn. Vilsec on a rail trying to catch up now. I don't think he's going to have a hard time getting back up to Avi.
Do you know what? So Avi is currently showing that he's on 0 lap old mediums. I don't think Avi pitted under the safety car. I think he's on the same mediums that he was on before, because it's still showing he's got 0 laps. I think that's another bug. I think he's on old mediums right now.
I think you're right. Now I know Vilsec pitted. I saw the pit animation, and I know he was in.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
in.
Avi just crossed the line, and it hasn't moved up.
Yeah, I think he's on old mediums. I can quickly check actually what the age of his tyres. Just give me a second. I'm just riding on board with Vilsec right now. I'll jump down because there's a bit of a battle going on.
Atomic can show touch. Ooh. And Atomic gets sideways. Almost goes sideways. I don't think he broke his wing there.
No,
but
he's still got all of his wing. He's still got it all.
Yeah, this is something we're gonna have to watch, Robot. Santee, Show, and Atomic, all 3 going down into turn 3 and then coming into turn 4. We're going to have to keep an eye on this. The guys are just going at it hard.
I mean, this race means a lot to them. They all want to get that first car choice, but this is a bit too far. Everyone's pushing each other a bit too hard today. This is
I mean,
crazy.
D3's done their job. D2's done their job. So D1's looking at it. They know where they have to be. They know what they have to do to gain whatever points they need, which I'm sure for a lot are, top 5.
Sorry to interrupt. I think either Stinson or Tommy just lost an end plate. I saw a bit of carbon fiber flying through the air after the castle section. Let's see if
Tommy. Tommy's got a right one missing.
Yeah, so is Stinson.
Stinson's got one missing as well.
This could help Rubs out here. Rubs has still got all of his winglets and his end plates. He's good. And Santee behind has got a full wing as well. So these two could jump them here. Let's keep an eye on this.
Santee from P14 or no. P17 all the way back to P6. Santee, good job, Santee.
Yeah, bravo. He's doing a decent job.
Vilsec's cut the lead. He's back down to 1. What's happened to Avi? Avi's in the pits.
I knew he was on old mediums. He was on old mediums. That's what it is.
Yeah, that means he had to have had 11 lap old mediums.
Yep. And Atomic's just got Showcrime into turn 1. Showcrime's gone deep, and now he's going to get challenged by Honda. Let's see if Honda can get him into turn 2. He's side by side. Honda looking down the inside at turn 2. He's got him. We've got yellow in sector 3. It's a Ferrari. It's YBN. He's out. D2, champion of the world, is out at turn 16. Not a place where I'd expect him to retire.
No, he had to have smacked the wall there. Coming around the turn is what had to have happened. He didn't get the car slowed down enough, and he had to slam into the wall.
And we got a VSC. Oh, and Gernman's picked up a drive-through for speeding under the virtual safety car, something I'm all too familiar with. Unlucky.
So, virtual safety car, Vilsec can either gain a little bit of time here or lose it. Tommy is not a rookie. Tommy knows how to keep up and stay there. He's got to slow down for the lap delta. We're gonna see a few. I don't know. We're gonna see about a lap of this where the guys have got to slow down and keep up. It's back on now.
Track has gone green.
And Rubs is still close. Rubs didn't lose any time, and Tommy got scruffy coming out of there.
Look how close Santu is to Rubs, and Rubs is to Tommy right now. We are about to see a battle for P2 take place. We've got yellow in sector 2. Someone's off again. Who is it? It's Pitch and Avi are out. Both Pitch and Avi are gone. Let's see. I'm riding on board with Stinson right now. He's going to come up to it. Yeah, it's Castle. There's a roadblock. Stinson's going to have to work his way through. Go on,
He's
Stinson.
not going to be able to. He's stuck.
Stinson, drive through it. You can do it. Come on. Don't stop your car too much. He's waiting for him to disappear.
I don't think he can do it. He can't. He can't. Oh, he's going to push his way through. Don't hurt the wing there.
I think he's okay. He's okay. He's fine. He's fine. He's still got all of his wing.
They've got to get through there, though. I mean...
I don't know why there's no safety car. Stinson has just lost so much time.
There's no safety car. Yeah,
he's 34 seconds behind. What is this? I don't know what happened there. That was ridiculous. Where's the safety car?
And Lika losing some space. Maximus is going to make a move on him. Lika going down in turn 1. He takes the inside. Maximus on the outside. And then Scotty right behind. Scotty's going to try to get in the mix of this. He says he wants some.
Lika's just taken Maximus. And now, you're right. And now Scotty's going to the inside of Maximus as well. He's going to get the inside line if he goes through into turn 3.
I don't know if the animation is right, Robot. To me it says... No, it can't be right. We're on lap 12, and it's telling me that Maximus has got 18 lap old hards.
It's completely bugged. It is.
Yeah.
it's just a joke at this point. None of the tyres are correct. It's still saying Rubs is on 0 lap mediums, which is not true, I don't think.
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
So we're not going to get an accurate strategy. We're not going to be able to call the strategy.
Correct. We're just going to have to
we see what the guys are on. Yeah, we see what the guys are on. We know about what they're doing. Lika back up in the P7, though, making a move. His wing is clean. He's got Showcrime in front.
And, sorry to interrupt, Santu is about to make a move on Rubs. We've got a lot of support for Santu in the chat today. Let's see if he can get Rubs. Rubs MVP, of course, from last season. Multiple race winner.
They're close, aren't they? And they're going to be within a second of Tommy. I think this is going to put Santu right behind Tommy after he gets this move done.
Yeah, and I'm just riding on board with Santu now. Is that Rubs in? Rubs is in.
Yeah, Rubs is in.
So he wasn't on 0 lap old mediums, in case anyone was wondering. We've just reached halfway distance in this 26 lap race around Baku for OFR F1 pre-season 3. Everyone is fighting for their choice of car right now, and it has been hectic. Just in case you're just joining us now, what a race. 2 safety cars already, 2 virtual safety cars, 4 DNFs. That's even more than D2 at this point in the race.
It's a lot. Santi's caught Tommy.
Yeah, he's so close behind. Santi has some pace here.
And Atomic P4. Way to go, Atomic. I mean, what a turnaround. We'll have to see if he can hold on to it, but he's done well to find himself there.
I'm going to quickly... Oh, I can't even change driver now. I'm stuck. It's not letting me press anything. Okay. Interesting. Oh, there you go. It's working now. Right. Let's jump back up to Santu. Sorry if I missed anything.
He's
there, guys.
right on the back of Tommy.
Oh, a tricky part of the track to overtake as well. He's going to have to slow it down.
He's going to have to give himself a little space. Yeah.
You do not want to lose grip as you're going through this corner as Tommy locks up, and Santu is right behind him now. Santu did everything right there. He's going to jump him here.
Now, Atomic needs to stay close if he wants to keep the line going. He can't afford to back off here. Atomic needs to push up so close. Yeah, Tommy's going to be a sitting duck. This is going to be a grand slam for both of them.
Let's see. Oh, Atomic's got a better move on Santi than Santi does on Tommy right now. Atomic's just lifted again. Why is he lifting?
I don't understand, Robot.
He's lifting as soon as he gets close.
He's trying to take it easy. I understand taking it easy, but you're top 5, mate.
I'm really not sure what he's doing. He's... Let's see if he does it again as he's going down this straight. It's definitely not his AI. It might be a... Let's see.
Now, Santi's made the move on Tommy.
That's really weird. I wonder why he's doing that.
Is Tommy Atomic's teammate?
No, it's Anders. It's
Oh,
Atomic
they've gotten
and Anders.
together!
Oh,
I think
Atomic's in
Santo and
P2.
Atomic's gotten together!
Oh, I've missed it. I missed it.
P2.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys. I missed it. I'm not sure what happened there. I thought Atomic was so far behind that I switched.
Atomic was so careful. He was waiting for the two to get tangled in with each other, and they did.
Santu's looking a bit scruffy. Has he got damage? And he's got no front wing damage. He looks okay. Is Tommy got damage?
No, he's just frustrated.
Oh.
I think he's just trying to get back.
I think Tommy's got an end plate missing on his right side. Was there an incident between him and Santu?
I think so. I think Santu and Tommy got together there.
Oh yeah, he's missing an end plate.
A little sideways, yeah.
Now I'm going to jump down to Maximus and Scotty because they are the closest on track right now. I'll stick with these guys, but if you could just keep an eye on those three, I want to see if anything happens again. Right now, Scotty is less than a tenth behind Showcram. He's trying to make the move on him. He's not got him yet, but Showcram's gone deep and Showcram's almost hit the wall, and that's going to give Scotty the position. I think Showcram's got damage. No, he's still got all of his wing. He's okay. I think he just got a bit scruffy, and Max is taking him now as well, but Max is going to be vulnerable because Showcram's going to get DRS here. Oh no, Showcram got a bit of oversteer. He got too much oversteer actually, and he's lost that toe. In that case,
Atomic, your P2 driver robot, gaining a little bit of time on Santi here. Santi dropping back a little bit. I don't know if he's trying to save ERS. He's at 58.
Oh no, Max has spawned!
Oh no.
He's managed to get his car pointing in the right direction. Oh no, he hasn't. He hasn't. He's still spun. Oh, that's unfortunate. He touched the inside of Scotty. I think it was Scotty, and he just caused his car to over-rotate. Unfortunate for Max there. He's down in P8 now. Rubs is. It says he's on 15 lap old hards, which he's not, but I think Rubs is going to be going to the end of the race on those hard tyres. That may play into his hands a bit later on, but certainly not now.
Now, what about Vilsec though, Robot? I mean, we saw Vilsec come in for the mediums. When do you think he's going to have to come back in? I mean, he's probably got, what, at least 6-7 more laps before he has to come in for another set.
We got yellow in sector 1. It's a Red Bull. Is that VR? It's VR. He's back. It's Alpha Tauri. He's backwards. Has he got damage?
Oh no.
I can't quite tell it. I mean, I think he's. I can't.
He's coming around now.
Oh,
yeah, his whole right side is gone.
Oh no, VR's not having the best of races today. Unlucky VR. Right, we've got a Mercedes just overtaken. I think is that Tommy and Lika battling, or is that Santi and... Oh, we got... Let's have a look. We'll stick with Lika for now, because he looks like he is closest. Oh, we got Liv really close behind Rubs, actually. They're just going through the fast left-handers at 13, 14, and 15. I think he's going to jump Rubs here. Rubs down in P10. He was in P3 just a few laps ago. I think he's messed up his tyre strategy, maybe. But here we go. Liv right behind Rubs right now. He's going to get a tow. He's managed to stay behind enough to take advantage of that slipstream. Will he get DRS? He will. And let's see how much of an advantage that gives the driver. So DRS zone countdown in 150, 100 meters. There we go. He's got it. And look at that speed advantage. Absolutely blows past him.
314. Liv was at like 323, I believe, Robot. Just huge speed difference.
Absolutely. Max is in the pits now because of that spin that he had. He's changed his front wing, and he's going to be right at the back of the pack here.
Yeah, now Lika's caught Tommy. It's probably not going to be the easiest pass, but Tommy with the end plate missing, it's going to be a little frustrating because Lika's going to have to find a way around here in Sector 2. It's not a very easy sector to find a way around somebody.
Absolutely. Possibly just to talk about this game and the bugs, because quite a few people are talking about the bugs in the chat right now. The only good thing that came out of this game was that spectators can now invite people when they leave the lobby. that's the one positive thing. But yeah, overall, this game is actually pretty decent. It's a really nice feel to the car.
They're gonna get it ironed out. I mean,
yeah, they will.
They're gonna get it fixed. It's gonna get better. Just it's just with any new game on the market, it's they've got to go through the bugs and got to get it worked out. Lika 3/10 behind Tommy as they come through 14-15. I think he's got him here. Tommy's got an end plate missing. I don't know how it's going to affect him coming down the front straight.
Yeah, Lika's got him. You can tell already. He's got so much more speed, and he's going to get DRS. Now, I think, is Tommy coming in? No, he's staying out. Oh, he's not. Tommy's just a bit too far ahead.
But he did run out of ERS here, Robot. I think Leak is going to have it done on the next one. Tommy's run all his ERS out.
I think we're about to see
good
an
exit
overtake,
from Leaka there. Oh, what is going on with Vilsec? Did Vilsec pit? I think he did. I think he's got fresh mediums, but he's right. He's right in front of Santi.
VR's gone off again. Is that VR? He's gone straight on at turn 4. Sorry to interrupt you there.
And Santi's left the session. Santi's losing spot. No! He's hit the wall.
Has he got damage? I'm confused what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean...
VR's still at the worst part of the track. He's waiting for everyone to move. He's just going forwards and backwards.
Leak is in P3.
Oh, VR's been disqualified for staying stationary.
For staying stationary, yeah. Now, the cars are different. The two are on the same team. Vilsec and Leak are on the same team. They're in different cars.
Sorry, Santu left. I didn't even see it. Santu left the session.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. He left.
I didn't see it. I thought, oh no, has he got control of his car?
Oh no!
He's left again. Right, let me send him an invite. I'm sending him an invite quickly. Sorry to interrupt in the stream again, guys, but we need Santu back here. Oh no, that's Santu's AI.
Dropping like a fly. Honda's gonna come really close to him. Vilsec, after I think he just pitted, is going through turn 1.
Oh no!
Atomic is.
This is horrible. Oh, no. This is heartbreaking.
Yeah,
this is honestly this is horrendous. Atomic in P1. I did not expect it. He's been lifting in strange places all race.
Yeah, he is, and I know Vilsec's gonna catch him. It's just gonna be how hard is Atomic gonna make it for him to get by.
This is, I mean, Shorty, you are right. This is a mess. It's not so much. I wouldn't say this was a horrible track for preseason. I mean, they've had weeks to practice, but I don't know if this is the mix of D1, D2, D3, or whether people are just so eager to get their choice of car they will do anything to get those points. But this is not normal D1. Not at all.
No.
I think Santu's rejoined. It doesn't look like his AI is driving. I think he's got his car back, but look at that. He's down in 9th place. That is heartbreaking. And all of the intervals are gone again. I've got nothing.
I think Vilsec is missing an end plate, Robot. He is. He's missing a left end plate. I think Atomic is missing one as well.
No, he's not. Atomic. All of the Atomics are there.
He's got all of it. It's gonna take everything from Vilsec here to work his way around with an end plate missing. He may even have a little bit of a wing damage. The winglets are not gone, but they don't look like they're sitting on the wing right.
Let me just check if the assists are locked to... Yeah, they are.
Now all the times are gone on the board.
Yeah, same for me. I can't really see anything. I'm going to have to look at the track map, but it doesn't look like anyone's close on track right now, so I'm just going to stick with Atomic for now. Really sorry about this, guys. There are a lot of bugs that need fixing in this game, so we'll just have to make do with what we've got so far. They are starting to come back now, as I think people are crossing the line. Let's have a look if Liv shows up. Yes, it does. Okay, so once they cross the line, they come back. So this has happened so far every time someone leaves. So maybe it's got something to do with that. When someone glitches out, it's...
I think that's what happened.
Yeah, because this happened when Vilsec left, and now it's happened when Santi left.
Yeah, and it restarted the intervals.
I think that's what. Yeah, that must be what's going on. Now, let me see if I can find anyone close on track.
He's having such a hard time trying to catch Atomic with that end plate missing. I think if he was to have the end plate, it would have been nice. But the only other thing I can count on is Atomic is on hards. Atomic's been on hards for a long time now. This I know is not a glitch. Atomic's been on hards for a while. Vilsec is just winning for mediums. Vilsec's got fresh mediums on.
You can see the time coming down. It's coming down like a 10th every 4 seconds.
Yeah, and he's got, I mean, they've got, what, 7 laps to go? I think he's got it.
Right, so closest on track is, I believe, Showcrime and Santu, but I think Santu's about to pull away. Yeah, he is. So in that case, I'm going to jump back up to Scotty and Stinson. Scotty's just over a second behind, currently out of DRS detection zone. Let's see if he can catch up. Everyone else is actually spaced apart a fair bit right now. So, yeah.
Whole day for Santee Robot.
I know.
At the beginning of the race, he drops 14 slots. He comes all the way back to P3, P4, and then loses connection and goes all the way back again. What a heartbreak.
Absolute heartbreak, you're right. So,
the only thing I can see when I mean, after all that's happened in Santee, the only thing I can see is that little penguin and that little smiling face, and it just tears my heart apart.
I know. I'm depressed. This is not a great day for Santee.
No, it's not. I mean, the only good thing that I can see, Vilsec has turned it around. Atomic's turned it around. Let's not forget about Atomic. Atomic had to return last season and get back in the groove with no assist.
Stinson's almost hit the wall. Sorry to interrupt. Scotty's just overtaking Stinson. Scotty on fresh, 3-lap-old soft, Stinson on 8-lap-old mediums. Stinson locked up 3 consecutive corners. Now there's a yellow in sector 2. Who is that we're about to see? Is that Lika? It's Lika!
No.
He's lost it. He's got no wing! He's only got a nose cone! His whole front wing's missing in the castle section. He's lost it. He's lost it. He's gonna come out in P9 now, P10 possibly.
He's just retired.
Oh, he's hit the wall.
Yeah, the tires just come off.
Oh no, tragic, absolutely tragic. That's going to be a virtual. It says, come on, where's the safety car? Let's get this safety car out and neutralize this race again.
He's in a really bad place. It's in a really bad place. The guys come around the hill here.
Oh, Rubber's got a drive through. Oh my god. What on earth is going on?
Atomic picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding at pit lane.
Oh no, Rubs has spun! Rubs has spun, he's lost his front wing! Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
What is happening? What is happening? Only positives for this is that Santu on those fresher tyres may jump up a few spots now. And there's not even a safety car out. Alright, so Vilsec's got him. Atomic's come in for fresh softs. There's only 4 or 5 laps left of this race, and Vilsec's back in P1.
I don't think it's enough for Atomic to catch Vilsec here with fresh softs. I mean, he's eating into the time. He's just eating into Vilsec's time, but I don't think it's going to be enough with, what, 5 laps to go?
5, yeah. 5 and a bit laps, that's it.
Oh, Stinson's in the runoff area. Stinson's in the runoff area in turn 2. Or no, turn 3. He's come back on track.
He's okay though, he's still got all of his wing.
Slow down a little bit. Yeah, he's got all of his wing.
I think he just overshot it a little bit.
Scotty's going to get that place back. What is going on with the guys today?
Honestly, this is weird. This is so weird.
I mean, I had a hard time with Baku this week, but
not like this. But I don't know if these... because it seems to be when these guys are getting close to each other. I think everyone's just pushing so hard. They want the first win of the new season in the new game. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But Maximus is now just 3/10 behind Show. Let's ride on board with him and see if these guys can keep it clean. Oh, we got Santu off. No, Santu! No. What? Oh no! He's got no wing. He's got no wing. What is going on? I can't. I can't. This is horrible. Oh my god. Max just let's stay positive. Right, Max 5/10 behind Show right now. He's gonna get DRS. He's got 4 1/3 of a lap to do it. Let's see if he can get Show right now. Show is on those mediums. Max is on the mediums too. Show gets a really scruffy exit out of 19 actually. He got a bit of oversteer I think and he had to correct it. And now Max is going to get DRS. He's turned his overtake on.
Max is going to get DRS and he was closing so fast on him here.
He can definitely outbrake him if he goes to the inside here. There we go. He's got him. Oh no. He's been a bit cautious on that brake.
Show's done this already. Now remember, Robot, Show's already done this. I think it was when Atomic tried, Show held him off.
Max has turned his overtake on, but look at his ERS. He's only got he's run out. He's got 8%. That's why he's not getting the overtakes done.
Look at the yellow in sector 1.
Who is it?
Sick, Robot.
9 seconds. Oh, it's coming down. I don't think it's enough though.
It's
but we
coming
did
down
see.
fast. I don't think it's enough. It's coming down.
But remember, this happened between me and Random yesterday. Those soft tires are about 2 seconds a lap quicker.
Yeah.
And they'll be getting faster, and the mediums will be getting slower each lap. So it's possible.
Yep.
It's possible. Oh, Showcram's getting a little bit scruffy there. Max needs to pounce soon. I think Max is just trying to store up his ERS, and he's just going to wait until he has it full again, and then he can use overtake.
Oh, Rubs is in the pits.
Again? Oh, no.
Lap 22.
He's changing tyres. His softs have fallen off.
Yeah,
oh, no, he's
I
already
don't
pitted.
see
Oh.
anything wrong with the wing. Yeah.
He's already pitted. Oh,
unless
goodness.
he repaired one. Atomic with the fastest lap. 1:42.1.
He's going to catch him. Right, Liv is really close behind Honda now as well. He's just 8 tenths behind.
He's
But I'm
got
going to jump back
traffic,
to
though.
Maximus. He does. Maximus is now 8 tenths behind. No, he's just a bit too far behind to take advantage of this. He needs to turn his overtake off. Just turn it off and use the Tomax. You've only got 9% of it. You need to store more.
Oh, and he's popped it on again.
Shows in the pits.
Oh, he's wasted all that overtake now.
Yeah. You've got yellow in sector 1 again. It's a Red Bull. Who is it? It's Honda.
Is it Honda? It's got to be Honda. Honda's all the way around.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now he's down in 5th.
Here comes Stinson. Stinson might get a P5 out of this.
Dude, look at the age of Honda's tyres. 10-lap-old softs. They cannot
I
go.
don't know
They
how
cannot
he's
do
done
that.
it.
That's why he's spun. They've
He's
got.
definitely not got the lap times right now. He's got to be doing like 1:48s.
He needs to pit. Look at Stinson. Stinson's about to get a P5. Stinson's
With
gonna make
everything
quick
that's
work of him.
happened today, Stinson's going to get a P5. Not only that, well, I don't think Tommy's going to be able to catch him. Honda lets him go. Honda had to let him go. There was nothing he could do.
We saw something similar with Rubs. Oh, Havoc. Oh, it says you've left the session. Are you still there?
Yeah, no, it's kicked me as well. It's just on a kicking frenzy today.
Have you got an invite?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So the gaps are separating more now. Closest on track is 1.7 seconds. That's Honda and Stinson. We know Stinson's going to pull away. Stinson's looking at a solid P5 right now. But what a race this has been. We've only got 2 and a bit laps to go. Let's see where Vilsek is right now. Oh, yeah, we've got 2 and 2/3 laps to go.
What's the gap to Atomic?
7.4. I don't think Atomic's going to... If it's going to happen, it's going to be on the last lap drag race. But I don't think Atomic has the pace to get him.
Atomic's tires might run out before
Let's just...
he catches him.
Yeah, let's see what... Oh, Vilsek's looking a bit choppy. He needs to keep it clean. Let's just see what the fastest laps are. It's currently Atomic with a 1:42.1. And Vilsek's only on 1:43.8. We've got Honda in the pits as well. Honda's finally pitting. He's probably going to be able to get the fastest lap if he goes onto softs here as well. Very eventful race. And just like D2, we had 6 DNFs. Wow. And I'm going to switch back to the interval just to see... Oh, we got Max overtaking Honda in the pits, I believe. And other than that, everyone is so spaced apart now. You can see that on the track map. I don't think we're going to see much more going on. There may be something between the Ferrari and... Is that Rubs? It is. Oh, he's been lapped, so... I don't think we're going to see any more drama unless someone spins out again.
It's all for Vilsek to lose. I mean...
6 seconds with 2 laps to go.
Hands down to Vilsek today for being able to do what he did and just stay out in front the whole time. I mean, he's been in command of this race the whole time.
And he even left the session, remember? He had an internet issue and he's joined back and he's still in P1. Santu had the worst luck this race. He even lost his internet connection, but he still managed to stay in this race. He's still getting a point. He's in P10 right now. It's heart-wrenching. It's so sad to see Lika, Pitch, Avi, YBN, Simon. Absolutely heartbreaking. And VR as well. This has not been the greatest preseason race. But it has been entertaining nonetheless as we see Vilsek lock up as he goes into turn 7 there. Right. Now, I'm gonna jump to the Rubs right now, who has ISRL Gurman 22 seconds ahead of him, so that's not a car in front of him, so I'll move from him. Shorty, Santi's got 2 points now. Oh, I think you mean Show. Yeah, Show's got 2 points there. Very good performance from Show there. He was up in P3, I think, at one point, and he's battling these D1 guys. Is he the only? He's the only D2 driver left, actually, in this session right now, and he is in the points. That is remarkable. Well done, Show.
That's your reserve driver, right, boys. I mean, you want a reserve, that's who you go for.
Absolutely. Bravo. Well done.
Maximus with everything that's happened today. P7. 11 positions gained.
And if it's a little bit better, we've got Santi with the fastest lap. He's done a 1:41.7. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat that. We are on the last lap now. So we'll jump to Vilsec. Where is he? He's only on turn 2. Santi has the fastest lap. And Atomic is, let's see how far behind he is. He is just 3 seconds behind. He's left it a bit too late, unfortunately. It looks like Vilsec is going to get it. Now let's just check the penalties quickly to see if anyone has any. We've got 3rd place. We've got the Haas. Liv has a 3-second penalty. We've got 7th place. Maximus has a 3-second penalty. And 9th place, Showcrime has a 3-second penalty too. But because everyone's so spaced apart, this isn't really going to matter at all.
No, but I do think Santi's going to take home fastest lap. I don't think Gurnman's going to be able to catch him because they're so spread out. So I think Santi's going to take fastest lap today and get the point.
I think so as well. Atomic is now just 1.8 seconds behind.
Oh no.
He can see him as they go through the castle section. He could have a toe on the final straight here.
It took him a while to get around Rubs. Yeah, I mean, it took him a second to get around. Vilsec's going to have to get a move on here.
1.5, it's coming down. We've got yellow in sector 2. It's a Ferrari. Is it Rubs? Rubs has spun again. Out top of the castle section.
Brand new tires.
I don't think Atomic's got him. Oh, Santi picks up a fight. He's retired. Santi's out!
Oh, no. Another 5er after the fastest lap. Here they come, Robot, down the front stretch. Coming around turn 20. Here comes Vilsec, 1.4 seconds in front of Atomic. Atomic is not going to get a tow. He's not going to get DRS. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He's going to be satisfied with a P2. And here they come down the line. Vilsec's going to be your P1. Congratulations to Vilsec.
Atomic jumps in!
Oh, no, he jumped!
Atomic's got him! Do you know why? Vilsec left and his penalties aren't showing. That same bug from F1 2019 is still there. Yeah. They haven't fixed that bug. Atomic, congratulations, my friend. He's jumped by 3rd! Is Scotty going to get him as well?
Scotty's got him as well.
Is Stinson? I don't know how many penalties he has. This is because it's not showing the penalties when they rejoin. The same bug is there. Let's watch Stinson cross the line. A great recovery from Stinson there. P5. Is he going to jump Vilsec too? No, he won't. Vilsec is third. Tommy in P6. Max is going to come across the line in P7. But remember, Max does have a 3-second penalty, so that means Honda could get him. Honda's just over 3 seconds. Let's see if he can get him. Oh no! Look at that. 700ths to the second behind. 700ths and Show. Bravo, Show. D2 driver battling these D1 drivers. 9th place. Very consistent, I believe, from what I've seen from you today. Good job.
He's going to limp the car across the line here, Robot, with an end plate missing. Some winglets are gone. What a day. What a day from Show. What a day for everyone. I mean, Gurnman, I haven't seen a lot of Gurnman today. Just not on the pace like he usually is in D1. He's in P10, so he is going to get points, but just not the day he usually sees in OFR. I am so shocked that Vilsec has been dropped down the P4. Ran P1 all day long and has been dropped down the P4.
That's a shocking end to the race, but let's not take that away from Atomic, first of all. He did say he was going to show that he was the fastest on track, and he did today. He did everything
he's done it. I mean, you can't take it away from him.
Not at all. Bravo, Atomic. That's a solid performance from you, and you really showed your critics, let's say, that you can perform. Well done. The other podium finishes as well. Congratulations. Really solid race. It was a difficult race for everyone. So many safety cars, so many incidents, so many carbon fiber all over the track. But you all top 3 managed to keep it together in the end, and that is what is most important. So tomorrow we will be knowing what cars these drivers are going to be picking after we accumulate all the points and figure out what it's looking like.
The
But there
car
you see it.
choices.
Let's see how many. It's not showing Vilsek's penalties, but he must have had 20 seconds worth of penalties to drop him down 18 seconds. Yeah, I think he had 21 seconds worth of penalties. There you go. So congratulations to Atomic, Liv, and Scotty taking that top 3. Another great performance from Scotty for the Alfa Romeo, and another top drive from Liv as well. We've got Vilsek, Stinson, Tommy, Max, Honda Show, and ISRL Gurman making up the top 10. Then we've got Santi, Rubs, Lika, Pitch Black, Avi, YBN, Simon, and VR, the bottom 6 DNFing, unfortunately. So that's it, guys. The main season starts next week. Back to the usual time for D1. It's at 4 p.m. UTC on Saturdays. D2 is 6 p.m. UTC on Saturdays, and D3 is 6 p.m. UTC on Sundays. Anything else to say? I'm going to take that as a no. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and see you next week.